All right, so welcome to our Bike MS Safety Clinic. We are so thrilled to have you guys join us today, and thank you so much for spending some time with us so that we can go over the safety features, safety processes for the National MS Society. Safety is always our number one priority, and so we want to make sure that we're using our motto, which is think safe. So we're being predictable. We're thinking about how we call out, how we're making sure that we share information with people as we're riding, and that everybody has a nice and safe experience. So if you're new to Microsoft Teams, just want to point out that there are a few features. So feel free, if you'd like to join on camera, feel free to do that. There is a camera feature that you can utilize. You're welcome to stay up during the presentation. I'll probably pop off once I get started, just to allow you guys to see the screen more fully. There is a microphone, and so you'll want to make sure that that has a line across it. That's the muted state. And if you do have something to say, just click on that, and you can unmute your microphone at that time. And then, of course, there are options for there's like 3 little dots at the top that says more. And so if you need more options like turning up your audio so that you can hear better, utilize that more actions feature, and it'll allow you to have more options. All right, so I am Cindy Rodriguez. I'm the director for Bike MS. I've been here with the Society for 15 years, and I'm very excited to be with you today and to be able to do this amazing work and work alongside each of you. Jamie Brown is our manager for Bike MS. He's on travel right now to another event, but I'm sure that many of you have either heard from one of us, and we are happy to answer any questions that you have, and make sure you look for us on Ride Weekend and say hello, because we want to get to meet everyone that we possibly can. Okay, so first I want to start by thanking our sponsors. So, of course, our national premier sponsor is Primalware. They sponsor our I Ride with MS program, which is a free jersey to all of the individuals that are living with MS. And then our national sponsor, and lucky for us, our beer sponsor for Bike MS is Left Hand Brewing. Our title sponsor is Valero. They have partnered with us for over 20 years and supported the MS Society by them and their employees contributing $5 million to the MS movement over those 20 years. And we also have our presenting sponsor, HEB. They have an incredible team that participates every year, our #1 top fundraising team, and their team, and along with sponsorship, they've raised over $2 million for the MS movement. We're very, very grateful. We also have gold sponsors K-Legato Group, which you guys will see our amazing wrapped vehicle during Ride Weekend. And of course, they sponsor and contribute to the society for 5+ years. And then Point B is a gold sponsor within several of our events across the country. So as we think about Bike MS Weekend, we want to make sure that you know that we are still keeping COVID top of mind. We do have a full list of the COVID protocols that we're following and recommendations that we have for everyone that is participating in Ride Weekend. Of course, while vaccinations are not required, we strongly encourage them. The society events we plan, as we're looking at our events, of how we can provide physical distancing between staff, volunteers, and participants whenever possible. We, of course, follow the CDC guidelines for cleaning and sanitizing and sharing spaces. We want to do our part. And you'll see hand washing stations as well at different locations. And of course, we ask, just for the courtesy of others, that if you are experiencing COVID symptoms, that you please stay home that day so that we can make sure that we can keep everyone else as healthy and safe as possible. And then, of course, masks are not required. They are optional to what everyone's comfort level is. As we get started, I do want to share our Stay Safe Bike MS video. It'll be about 2.5 minutes, but it'll talk a lot about the rules of the road and the expectations for Bike MS weekend. Thank you. All right. Well, that is a great video. It really outlines all of the rules of the road that are listed here. I want to make sure that you know that all of this is on our website. So if you're wanting to watch the video again, or if you want to see the full list of the rules of the road, or even be able to download this tool right here that's on the presentation, all of that is on our website under ride details and safety. So you can pull this up at any time and just make sure that you are, following all the rules of the road. We want everyone to have a great experience, and part of that is making sure that we are being verbal, that we're following those rules, and that we're thinking safe. And we have some amazing bike shop partners. So we've got these all listed on our website. Right now, they are doing bike inspections. So the bike inspections are free of charge. You go into a bike shop, they look over your bike. Now, if you need some mechanical work, they will charge you for that, for a tune-up or whatever might be needed. But just to inspect your bike and make sure it's in tip-top shape for the ride weekend. Then they'll give you a sticker that you'll put on your bike. And if you have that sticker, they're going to be placed at all of the rest stops at the start, the finish, and lunch. So they'll be able to look at your bike. They'll provide free labor during ride weekend, and of course, charge a small fee for any of the parts that are needed. But these are our amazing partners. They support us all throughout the year, and we hope that you'll go out and support them and make sure that your bike is ready for ride weekend. And just to note, we do have bike shops in San Antonio, that Houston, Austin, New Braunfels, Harlingen, Mission. So we do have them spread throughout, and they're all ready to assist. a route support. So during ride weekend, what you can expect is that we have rest stops every 10 to 15 miles. As I mentioned, we do have our bike mechanics that are there and ready to support you. We have ham radio communications and medics at all of the rest stops, and they'll also be roaming the route. We have support and support vehicles, our SAG vehicles. They are 15 passenger vans, and they're also trucks. And what they'll do is if you do need support on the route, if you get tired, have a flat, just need a boost to the next rest stop, they will be more than happy to pick you up and take you to that next rest stop. They usually have water, cold water in their vehicles waiting for you. So what we say is we don't take roll in the SAG vehicles. So if you need to use one, please do. So to signal a SAG vehicle, just move off of the road and out of the path of the other riders. Make sure you dismount and stand near your bike, remove your helmet, and then just give them a thumbs down so that they know that you're not just resting, but you actually need their support. The other thing is that we do have the phone number for our main hub. And so that phone number will be listed on your cycling wristband that you'll get in your rider packet. So if you do need a SAG and you don't see one, please go ahead and call that number so that they know where you're at. Just let them know you're at mile, whatever mile that you're at, and that you need a SAG vehicle, and they'll send someone out. And just be patient. Sometimes the SAG vehicles do get really busy, but know that if you're calling into that number, that they won't forget. They'll have your number listed there, and they'll make sure that they come and pick you up. We have ride marshals on the route. So the ride marshals are cyclists. They're our safety ambassadors. They're making sure that the rules of the road are being obeyed. So they will let you know if they see one of the rules being broken. They'll let you know politely. They care and they want to make sure that everybody is safe and they're familiar with the rules. So if they do come up and do share some of that feedback, please understand that they're doing it on behalf of the MS Society so we can keep all cyclists safe. And then route maps are available on our website. So if you would like to go, again, it's under the Bike MS Valero website under ride details. And you can pull up ride with GPS. You can pull up cue sheets so that you are aware of the routes and comfortable with the routes and understanding what they look like for ride weekend. And again, you can choose your route, whatever that might be. So you don't have to make a decision in advance. You can make a decision that day on which route you'd like to take. So what to bring? Some of the mandatory things that you must have are a helmet. You must wear your rider bib, your bike number, your wristband. All of those are provided in your rider packet when you pick those up. And of course, you want to have your ID. Make sure that the rider bib that you have filled out all the emergency contact information and details on the inside of the bib before you put it on. That helps us if we have an emergency situation. We also highly recommend that you have comfortable cycling gear, of course, shorts, jerseys, socks, gloves, sunglasses, cycling shoes. I'm not going to say the next one because we're not going to have any of that. Spare tube, patch kit, pump, CO2, water bottles. Of course, that's usually the number one thing that's left behind is water bottles. So make sure that you have your water bottle packed, and sunscreen, your health insurance card, and any other important health information. So this is a list, and again, we'll have this all listed up on our website. Our packet pickups, we had our first one yesterday. So our next packet pickups in the Houston area are going to be September the 19th and 21st at the MS Society office from 9 to 5. We have an I Ride with MS only packet pickup that's here at our MS Society office on Wednesday, September the 21st from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And then next Thursday, September 22nd, We have a packet pickup at North Park Subaru. And then your last opportunity to pick up your rider packet is at the Bike MS Expo on Friday, September 30th from 5:30 to 7:30, and it's at the Hilton Garden Inn at the Rim. So same location as last year if you participated last year. Okay, so I just want to go over just real quickly. As you can see, this cyclist is wearing all of the rider packet details. So there's a helmet number. This helmet number helps our photographer identify you during ride weekend. So make sure that you put that number on the front of your helmet. There's also a rider bib number. You can't see this one. It's actually on her back. And then there is a wristband that you need to wear the entire ride weekend. That helps us to, especially if you put your bike in the bike compound, or if it's transported through the shuttle service anytime during the weekend, it allows us to get your bike back to you through that identification process. And then there's also a bike number that, again, you would put in front on your handlebars so that we can identify you. It's helpful for the photos as well. And then you'll get 2 luggage tags. We'll transport luggage from the start line to the finish line on the first day. And then we'll have it in alphanumeric order when you get to the finish line at day 1. And I know you know this, so ride weekend is October 1st and 2nd. We start at Rolling Oaks Mall. We finish at the Comal County Fairgrounds in New Braunfels, and that is on the first day. And then we start and end at the Comal County Fairgrounds in New Braunfels on the second day. Day 1 will start at 8 o'clock, and day 2 will start 30 minutes earlier at 7:30. And then we do have a list of all of our hotels on our website, and you can go in and select from any of these hotels. We do have a shuttle service that we provide, and there's several shuttle options. There is a $15 fee right now for that shuttle service, and that $15 fee covers the entire weekend. And it's about to go up next week. So if you'd like to, make sure that you go online and sign up. And the shuttles will transport you and your bike from New Braunfels to San Antonio on Saturday. When you get to the finish line on day 1, the shuttles will go to the hotels that are listed on our website, and your bike will stay in the bike compound. These same shuttles will pick you up on Sunday morning from those hotels and bring you back to the fairgrounds. And then at the end of day 2, if you select the shuttle service back to the start line, the day 1 start line, your bike, yourself, your luggage will be transported over. And then, of course, our schedule of events, our route maps, all of those details, the expo details, all of those are listed again on our website under event details.
On the website, it shows for the Century route that there's a 3:30 cutoff, but then
Yes.
the route closes at 6. So do you just have to make it to the decision point by 3:30, or do you have to complete it the Century by 3:30?
No, that's a great question. You do have to make it to the turnoff to get to the Century route by 3:30, and then you'll have until 6 o'clock to finish the ride.
Okay, thank you.
Great question. And this is really the end of the presentation. It's all the details that I have for you, but I am happy to answer questions that you might have. And appreciate you all being part of the presentation today. So what questions do you guys have for me?
Cindy.
Yes.
At the start on Friday evening, I understand that the bike corral will not be secured with an individual securing just those, any bikes that are in there.
Mhm.
But there is a corral, correct, set up Friday night? Or,
There is a corral, but there is no police support there to
Okay.
monitor bikes in the corral. So I would not recommend,
If it-
having the bikes there Friday night.
if a rider wanted to use a lock and secure to the fence, would you recommend that?
No. No, because I would hate for anything to happen to your
Yeah.
bike. Yeah.
Okay, so is there one large truck that is transporting bikes from the fairgrounds to the start on day one?
Yes, we do have trucks that are transporting bikes too. Yes.
Okay, because that's been a concern, and that's why some people wanted to lock their bikes at the start on Friday evening so that they didn't have to deal with waiting and waiting and waiting for their bikes to arrive when a truck or trucks show up with bikes on them.
The download, so I would say that the unload of the bikes usually happens pretty quickly. We keep in mind that we have our cyclists leave early from the New Braunfels area because we want to make sure that everybody has time to come to take any kind of photos that they want to make sure that they get themselves situated and in the chute before we start at 8 o'clock. So there should be plenty of time for the bikes to come down and to get yourself into the chute and take photos and kind of without being too rushed for that. Are there any more questions, Susan, or anyone else?
Yeah, another question. Did you come up with and use a route furnished for day two for a short route for those that cannot do the 36 and 62?
We sent out a survey to the riders that like the new riders, and we got a very little response about that. So we did not put this more shorter route in place.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining in on the conversation today. We really appreciate it. Like I said, I'll share this online so that we can share it out with everyone else. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Happy to help. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great evening.
You too.
Thank you, Cindy. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too.